I don't understand the technical difficulties, man. I was literally just playing my game, and I get the notification my stream stopped, and I'm like, why did my stream stop? My internet didn't go out. So I checked, internet, everything's good on my end. And I looked at the Lightstream DNS server that I was connected to, and it had a pretty high latency, and there was another one that was faster, so I just switched to the faster one and restarted the stream, and hopefully people are able to come back in. You thought it was your... Dude, I thought it was my internet too, man. Like, that's what's crazy. It's like, I literally looked at my phone, and I was like, did my internet go out? Because I've never had my stream just drop. So I don't know. I'm assuming it's because I was on a Lightstream DNS server that, isn't, or wasn't very good. But at the same time, the stream didn't look laggy or anything like that. So that kind of ruined the vibe that we had there. We did just score the touchdown, though. So it's unfortunate that you thought I got banned. That'd be hilarious. I mean, that wouldn't be hilarious, but that would be kind of crazy if I got banned. I mean, considering what my content is. Like, I've never done anything. Anyway, so it kind of sucks that this is now a two-stream, a game. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'll probably end up, then, because of that, take them and edit it down and make it a little video or something like that because that happened, but... Either way, we're back. We got it. Wasn't too much of a delay. You had me on your speaker and it just got quiet. Yeah. You're like, what the hell happened? We're blitzing. We got to get this quarterback off his mark, man. He is torching us. It's because he's got a clean pocket. There's been 2 pressured throws. There we go. Finally. The importance of pressure in this game on quarterbacks. We've had now 3 pressure throws. 2 of them have led to incompletions. One of them, he made a really nice throw on the run. Not mad at it. I missed my hole there. Oh, dang it. Alright. We are back, man. We just put up another nice catch and run touchdown. No methodical drives down the fields yet. It's just been a couple big plays, but our quarterback is now hot because of it. So we're still going to try to establish the run. We're going to run this draw here, but it's nice to know he's on fire a little bit, and if we need to try to sling it, he might make some of those throws he's already missed. Here we go. Good run. The patience. I'm proud of myself, dude. It's so hard to be patient. It's like you just want to... You see the hole and you just want to hit... You just want to hit turbo, right? And just go right through it. Part of me wishes like they'd go back to where we didn't have turbo in the game and the player just naturally increased as they had speed. And I wish all that we had was like a quick... Like a quick acceleration. Like to try to push off or something like that. What a throw. Right into the window. Heck yeah, man. Something we can do when the quarterback's on fire. Where did he catch that in the field? Middle of the field? We're going to run this. We're going to run this. If we can get Maccabee in one-on-one against a linebacker... I like our chances. didn't work out the way I hoped. Play action? We haven't ran play action yet. This could be dangerous. I wasn't. They're playing. They were ready for it, man. I wasn't gonna risk it. We're down here. We need points. I am gonna take a shot to the end zone here if it's one-on-one. If not, we'll take whatever we can get to just help our field goal chances. But we got a one-on-one over here. Perfectly thrown, perfectly thrown. Let's go! Perfectly thrown, back corner of the end zone. Ross makes the play. Man, dude, there's just nothing like that. That feels so good. When you attempt to throw like that, and you have to put it in a particular spot for it to even have a chance. Dude, is there a greater feeling? And the only reason we were able to attempt that is because my quarterback's on fire. Because you guys have already seen he's missed some easier throws to start the game. But this was great. Look at this. Look at the route at the top here. I think college football does this better than Madden. The read and react. I think the read and react is better in college football. Like that. He actually has to stay. He plays more fundamental football here. He has his hips, and he doesn't know. This is what I like right here. He doesn't know if the receiver's going to go inside or outside. He turns his hips, looking at the quarterback like he's going to go inside, and then when the wide receiver gives him the little outside, he has to read and react it. Wide receiver's got a step, and we're able to just loft it in the back corner. That is absolutely perfect. There's a lot of things the game needs to improve on. But as others have said, as my guy Mills has said, when the game is good, it's freaking good. That was a beautiful play on Heisman difficulty. Default sliders. That was, you can't ask for better. What we need is more consistency and more of that spread out to other parts of the game. I'm impressed with that play. And I'm also very happy that I was able to complete the pass. It wouldn't have been the same on Madden. And it definitely is better in college football. Someone asked me, I think it was yesterday, I get my days, my comment, as many of them as I can. Someone asked me on, I think it was a YouTube video, maybe what game has the better gameplay right now? Like, I have both my slider sets out. Which one do I think has better gameplay right now? And I told him college football. And I think it's true. And he would have asked me, like, all last year I said Madden 25. But I think college football is the better playing on the field game right now. Madden has a lot of issues. It's got a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. And it still has Dynasty. There we go. Oh, come on. All right. Couldn't even get my shell in. All right, that's cool. We'll run and I didn't even call man. I called cover 2, but that's cool. So we're not getting any pressure. And he's got to drop that. We're all over him. See, I'm more of a franchise guy, personally. I don't like the constant team changing. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. There we go, off target throw. I don't like my team constantly changing. It's like if I build like a pretty good team, I like that the majority of those players are going to be there. For several years. But it's like here, you could get like a really good player. Oh, they're gonna go for it. I would too. That makes sense. We are gonna blitz. But here you could have your team's constantly changing, revolving door, which could be a good. Oh no. Could be a good thing. Again, depending on what program you are, right? If you're a higher tier program, the revolving door is probably going to be in your benefit, right? But if you're doing the whole I want to rebuild a team type thing, like what a lot of us do, that constant revolving door can make it extremely challenging with the portal and stuff like that, which is fine. Challenging isn't a bad thing. He's starting to miss some throws now. I like that. He started off really, really hot. We didn't panic. We didn't, freak out. We're like, okay, he just started off hot. And now he's missing some throws. So I don't know, if I build a team in I like that I can get a quarterback that I'm going to really like and have him be my quarterback for 10 years. Not that I've ever made it 10 years into a franchise, but I could have him there if I did make it that long. I do like that. Oh, good cutback. Dude, that was a nice cutback. They got to go for this. Yeah, Jokers, that's what I was saying. It depends on what team you have, right? If you're a person doing a rebuild dynasty, like and Purdue's a 2-star. I mean, they're a 76 overall 2-star, and they're in the Big Ten. So I'm in a very, very tough conference. And so my recruiting, I'm already competing against, insane, amount of opposition. Penn State, hold on. The Big Ten is just riddled with teams, right? And so you're competing against all those. Shoot. We're gonna run cover 1. That's why you had the Texans franchise. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm in the NFC South for both my franchises in the Madden's CPU versus CPU league. I got the Falcons, which I think is a fun team because you got Penix, if he develops, you got Bijan, and you got Drake May. So you got a big 3 potentially if Penix can develop. And then in my other franchise, in my user versus CPU franchise, I did the Panthers. And I got rid of Bryce Young. And I brought in Anthony Richardson because he's not going to want to stay in Indianapolis, right? Sent Bryce Young to Pittsburgh so they'd have a backup plan to Aaron Rodgers. Oh, good play. Good play call. I don't want to zone it up because we're down here. Should he get some pressure? We haven't sacked him yet. But anyway, so yeah, I sent Bryce Young to the Steelers so they'd have a backup plan to Aaron Rodgers. And then I traded for Anthony Richardson, who is obviously no longer the man in Indianapolis. It needs a fresh start. And I got that franchise. Oh my God, the read option again. Okay, Bowling. They got a good playbook, man. I've already ran double mug. I try to split it up, you know. And we know that double mug has a kind of high success rate, can glitch the offensive line a little bit. So I really like to not call it that much when we, you know, it's like a money. I mean, they've had success against it, but I try to avoid plays that can be considered money plays. Either way, they just went on a 16-play drive down my throat. On the road against a team, I'm rated 10 better than them. And they just went on a 16-play drive right down my throat. I love it. I love it. And they ran the ball. Good block. Let's go. That was a great block by the running back. What's our wear and tear looking like? We're solid. Good block there. Let's go. March. Let's go right back at him, man. Yeah, the double mug on the... Yep, I feel you on that. And I probably should have called it there. I was going dime rush just because it's kind of similar as far as you get a bunch of guys right up there. All right. That's a pretty wild first half, man. I actually forgot that it was the end of the half and I should have called timeouts. I'm kind of an idiot. I got so... I don't want to say distracted, but I got caught up in the chat and I didn't realize it was half. It's okay, though. They do get the ball to start, though. Yeah, dude, I think overall... So here's the thing. Overall, college football came out a more polished product. So, yes, they had the issue with the no defensive tackle, specifically, position-specific, in the wear and tear. However, they still had the wear and tear customization. They had it for all the other positions, right? Madden doesn't have the customized wear and tear in their franchise, doesn't have it for any of the positions in their franchise. So who wins that one? Well, college football wins that one, okay? College football had an issue when it dropped of when you did position changes, right? They lost their cap breakers. Madden, when it dropped, had the issue that no edge players could have pass rushing traits. College football fixed this issue. Oh no, how do we miss that? College football fixed the I thought we were going to pick that. Fixed the position change issue like within 10 days of the game being out. It took Madden over a month to fix the trait for edge rushers. So who wins that one? College football. As far as bugs and glitches go in the game, college football has way less than Madden. Way less. Who's got better presentation? College football. I don't know. The game just... I mean, the abilities can actually be used... Oh, where are you guys going? Look at it. Madden still has all their arcade abilities. You know, bazooka, this... Truz, that. You know, can't be intercepted, can't fumble, throw it 15 yards further. But then, well, not necessarily wear and tear models might be different between the games. But the point is, the model might be different, Bethlehem. But in college football, you can go in and change the tackle impacts of all the various normal cut, tackle, hit sticks, right? You can change the recovery. In college football, in your dynasty, you get to go in and change that. You also get to go in to where you set to auto subs and change how you want your players to rotate through wear and tear. Madden does not have this in franchise mode. They have the wear and tear settings in the main menu, same as college football, but it does not transfer into franchise. And in franchise, where you have auto subs, it's the same auto sub screen as it has always been. There's no option to say, hey, I want my player to rotate out when they hit 75 wear and tear and come back in when they recover up to 85. There's no option to set that inside franchise mode. So what I'm talking about with wear and tear is college football. You have the customization tools for both impact recovery, not only as a whole, but for the players in your dynasty, whereas Madden has been out for almost 2 months and it's not in franchise mode yet. They finally just came out in the last patch and said, hey, we're aware of it and we're working on it. The game came out on August 7th. Oh my god, dude. I don't know, we're just giving up so much easy stuff right now. I gotta figure this out. How do I know that wear and tear isn't locked in? Well, number one, I tested it. So I went to franchise mode. Well, what do you mean? Locked in is like what the main menu setting is in franchise mode? Because so here's my answer to that. There's two answers really. Number one, if it's locked in, why put the sliders in the game? It's locked in. Why put sliders you can change in the main menu if it's locked in? That's number one. Number two, I did test it. I went into the up all of the impacts, right? And then I changed the running back recovery to like 98, 99. So basically the moment they get any bit of wear and tear, they should sub out. Went into franchise, there was no difference. Oh my dude. We can't cover a thing. The running back, there was no difference. The wear and tear was how it always was. So the impact of jacking up all the wear and tear, I played a quarter. Good, okay. I played a quarter. Running back didn't sub out at all. He was to sub out 98, 99. I jacked it up. I just spammed running it. He didn't do it. So that's how I know that. And then thirdly is they came out and said in their most recent patch notes that they are working on a fix to bring wear and tear settings to franchise. They have just gone on. That's 2 straight drives just marched down my throat. Yeah, I think they need to make the wear and tear on the CPU be as impactful as it is on the user. I don't like that wear and tear is more heavily prevalent on the user and not the CPU. I 100% agree with you on that. We just blew a 10-point lead, man. I mean, they had the ball twice in a row and scored 14 in a row on us. Big run. Get off me. Ah, shoot. I don't know what to call on defense to slow them down, guys. I'm mixing up. I'm running man. I'm running zone. I'm not getting pressure on the quarterback. I'm gonna run some. I don't know if I should run some man blitzes or some zone blitzes, but either way, I need to get. I need to get some pressure. Ooh, I had to go for it. Run match coverage. I can switch up to that. I can run some cover 3 match or some quarters. I ran quarters a little bit, but oh, good play, number 10. That was a good play. Match 3 or match 6? What about quarters? Oh no. Okay. I was gonna say they released them, but that throw I was a little nervous. You had 9 sacks and he shouldn't have been able to run, but he was just dicing you up. Yeah, that's the one thing I would say is they continue to expand on wear and tear, and I think they've made good expansions, but it definitely needs to impact the CPU more. It's not balanced. User takes a huge hit compared to the CPU. Quarters is good for 3rd and long. Okay. Next position, I'll try cover 3, match, and cover 6. Oh, I thought we were getting in right there. We got 4 cracks at this. Only needed the first one. Whew. I think they will. I'm surprised they didn't this year, though, because Madden, when they added cooldown, the first year it was online only, and then the second year it went to offline, right? Last year, cooldown was in college football, but then they didn't add it to offline this year. I was really surprised about that. I don't know why they're making it be an online only thing. It needs to be an offline thing as well. And the fact that we have it in offline on Madden means that it could 100% be done. I just went cover 6. I didn't go match 6. Oops. No pressure. God dang it. Cover 3 match. I don't think I've sacked the quarterback one time. There's an incompletion running cover 3 match. Alright, let's mix in a couple more. Oh! Sneaky little play there. Halfback direct, okay. We have a cover 6. Full start? No! My read option is just set on, I didn't mess with it. I just left it balanced. Or default, whatever. Bro, offsides is on 25, and they just pulled it off. That stinks. 3rd and 3 now. Need pressure. There we go. Woo! Cover 3 match is working so far. Got 1 stop, Bethlehem. Thank you. Alright, we gotta go down and put some more points on the board here, obviously. My halfback's on fire. Okay. Wear and tear is looking good. Oh, that block was amazing. Dude, did you see him get laid? He laid the dude out. Did you guys see that? Look at this, look at this. Number 71, right here. Boom! Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to use your team. Probably not, bro. But I mean, I know your services are worth it, man. Worth every penny, even if I go broke. We got it? Yep, we got it. All right. Let's get back to some RPOs, man. I've only ran like... I've only ran it once. Chase, nah, man, no changes, bro. We're still good. No updates from EA that would require a change. Gameplay's still pretty great, in my opinion. And I mean, I haven't had anybody else, you know, come out and say, like, hey, these are not playing as good as they were or whatever, right? I'm having a fun time right now. Good play. Good defensive play. What's the coach got for me here? Oh, I really want to take a shot. They got the two safeties taking that away. Probably have more underneath. I took a shot here. Oh! Dropped it in. Let's go. Yeah, latest video is full go, bro. Oh my goodness. 3rd and 5, dude, and we just took a shot, caught him in man, and just dropped it in. I told you guys, I like to go deep. I mean, obviously, you can't go deep non-stop, but if I see an opportunity to just throw it up there, I'm going to take it. Let's see what happens when we move Magwood. Last play of the quarter. Ooh, 1st and goal to start the 4th. Oh no, we got a quadra. They're shuffling the line around. Alright, we're in a good spot to start the 4th quarter, man. We're in a good spot. 1st and goal. We're up 4. Yeah. yards out, we're going to run it. Every time. I don't want to run it with my... You know what I do want to do, though, is go to my... I thought I had Wildcat. Did my playbook change? What playbook is this? I didn't change my playbook. I should be on Kansas State, which has Wildcat. I'm super confused right now. You were 30 cents from... Why were you that close to uninstalling it, man? Almost didn't get that off. Go after speedsters for what position? Or are you referring to, like, I like to go deep, so get fast wide receivers and a quarterback with a strong arm? Is that what you meant? I'm super confused, though, because I should be on K-State's playbook, which has Wildcat, and I wanted to go run Wildcat right there. And then I realized I'm not on K-State's playbook. And you know, I did notice at the beginning of the game, the plays, the suggested plays, were different. They're always the same 3 plays. That's what EA gives us, is the same 3. There's no changes. It's always the same. Oh no. Ran into my own guy. Nice little run there. All day to throw. All day to throw. Oh, finally got a quarterback hit. Did not matter. We're going to bring a little pressure. Might not be the smartest move, but I need to get a sack. I need to do something to mess up this quarterback. Bringing more pressure, man. I haven't touched XP sliders in a hot minute. Are you talking about... I mean, XP sliders don't really have anything to do with recruiting, though. Are you referring to, like, a post as far as the transfer portal? Like the transfer chance and stuff. There we go. Good play. I mean, I read that post too. I don't know if I'm going to use it exactly, but I did make some tweaks based on that, because the one thing they are forgetting is that there are players that drop from FCS down to from FCS down to FBS down to FCS. Wow, if I could spit it out. So the fact that some players just disappear, you have to think about those players. Yeah, but the XP has nothing to do with the transfer portal. Right, you're confusing transfer chance with how much a player progresses. So like you're talking about whether a player's a 3-star, but that has nothing to do with XP sliders. Oh, we missed it! What I posted that someone recommended from Operation Sports was strictly for the portal. Nothing with XP. Because it was from Operation Sports. And they just had done a lot of testing on portal, but they also did it several years down the future. It does. It's impacted a lot less this year than last year, so that's why I tell people start off with my XP sliders. If you want to go somewhere else, play at least a couple games with mine, and then switch it up to whoever else's you want to use. And oh my god, and then see if there's a change. Right? Last year the XP sliders were really, really impactful. This year it's not nearly as prevalent, but I still want to throw out that PSA just in case. Maccabee's tired, bro. He's getting the rock again. We're keeping him. We're keeping it on the ground. We are gonna get him a breather though. This looks like it could be a really good play. Oh, it's the same glitch, dude, that's in Madden. Look at the defender just hang over there. Touchdown. I'm really not though, Bethlehem. I don't think I've had like 2 big carries. But overall, they've held my running game in check. I feel like, if you take away the big carries. Like, all my offense has been big plays. So 23 for 139 with a long of 44. So you take that away and I'm 22 for 95? If my math is right. Which, considering I'm a 76 overall team, they're a 66. I mean, yeah, it's literally just been the one play, man. Otherwise, 22 for 90, 94, 96, excuse. My math is struggling right now. 99 plus 4, 95. No. Wow. Why is my math so tough right now? 39 minus 40 would be 99, right? Yeah, 95. I was right. I'm tripping. He'd be 22 for 95, which, and that long run just occurred. .3 yards a carry. This running back hasn't done well. He's a 68 overall. He's done a lot better. 10 for 47. Yeah, it's crazy. They've ran it 21 times. Actually, more than that, because these haven't been scrambles. Those are all design runs. They've ran the ball a lot. This dude can't get anything. This dude's done pretty well. No, I've never done a season with a tier 5 team. Nah. No, that's just not fun to me. I mean, let me say this. If I built a team up to that, absolutely I would. But I don't know. For me in sports games, I don't like playing with teams that are already good. My satisfaction is playing with a team that needs me to come in and fix them. And my satisfaction is saying, all right, this is what the team was before I got there. This is what I turn them into. And then I have fun because I'm like, I did that. I recruited that. Finally got a sack, by the way. I recruited. I did this, right? That's my satisfaction. We're blitzing. 3rd and 15. I don't even want to play around with these guys anymore, man. They kept it close for too long. We've gotten 1 sack. Again, we didn't get any pressure. 2 stars. And Purdue's a 2-star. I basically do it on overall or prestige. Last year I did 2 stars as well. But typically 2 stars is about as where I'll go. Or if there's like a 1.5 star or something like that. Come on, guys. I know you're all bummy on the line, but good lord. Oh, you're welcome, bro. I don't know if I gave away a secret sauce on the stream. I don't give away my secret sauce either. Did I give away a secret sauce on stream, Sean? I hope not. Am I getting major? I did get an injury this game, but I haven't, and he wasn't able to return. We'll check it in a second here. We're there. We're there. No way that's a catch. Let's check the injuries real quick. Injury report. I went right past it. So we got a quadricep strain, just out for the game. They don't have anybody. Yeah, this is a great game, man. Like I should have played it more last year than I actually did. but things just got away with me. And then their Dynasty mode, like the XP issue last year was way worse than this year, and that just kind of ruined it for me. Knowing that I couldn't go more than 4 years. Alright, I'm getting sick of these dudes. Oh, okay. He had possession. It's a great catch. He had both feet in. I definitely need to increase my pass rush, man. That's, if there's anything prevalent or that just stands out from this game, it's that my front four does not get home. I mean, what do you mean explain it? Like how it's set could impact gameplay? Like I said, it's not as prevalent this year as in other years, but basically, you think about it just think about it like logistically, right? If a player's gonna get finally another sack. Just think about it like this. If a player is going to earn more XP for doing stuff, right? The game's going to need him to do that stuff to earn that XP. And if you don't want the player to earn as much XP, he's obviously not going to do as much that would get him that XP, right? And that's where I say the one thing that was really interesting, though, was, for example, this year when I was testing. So I was testing the wide receiver XP slider, right? And I was leaving the cornerback XP slider at default 100. I was just going position by position, and I'd get wide receiver down to 0, and I was doing my tests, right? I did 3 every single time, 4-year sims, and you know, the numbers were very, very obvious. Like, they were, all 3 came within a particular grouping, right? There was some variance, but it wasn't a crazy diversion between the 3. And then I was like, all right, wide receiver's in a good spot. So then when I went and I got to cornerbacks, I started testing cornerbacks, and cornerbacks weren't progressing enough at the default 100. So I started increasing cornerbacks. I increased their XP rate. When I did this, wide receiver numbers went up significantly. Because I was counting everything, right? It doesn't matter who I'm working on. I was just double checking and counting everything. The wide receivers were progressing more when I raised cornerback. And I thought about it and I was like, that doesn't make sense. But then I was like, well, it does. Because in order for the cornerbacks to get more XP, they have to be thrown at more. And naturally, if they're thrown at more, for them to have opportunities for swats and tackles and interceptions, things like that, the wide receivers are going to win more of those. They're going to have more opportunities too. The cornerback's not winning every single one. So that's kind of how that is, like, the positions impacted each other a little bit. Wide receiver, cornerback really stood out. But then the other one is like, so if you have a player, you increase their XP, it's like they got to do more, like they got to do stuff to earn that XP so they can get that boost. And if you lower it, they're not going to do those things as much because they're not getting that XP boost, if that makes sense. Last year it was really prevalent. This year it was still noticeable, but again, I don't know how extreme. I mean, last year it was like crazy. The higher the quarterback went, XP, they were just automatic. And then when you went lower, quarterbacks were like moving in the pocket more diverse, more off-target throws. It was pretty crazy. Again, that was last year. Shoot, the biggest thing Madden needs, bro, is more time. Those devs need more time to work on the game. They honestly need a new engine. It's just, there's no defending Frostbite anymore. There's just not. But also they could add more. Seem to be in the game. And then the AI logic needs a revamp, from ball carrier AI logic to coach suggestion logic to pre-snap quarterbacks. CPU quarterbacks don't utilize hot routes. They audible, but they don't hot route, which is why I always tell people don't hot route, because the quarterback for the CPU can't hot route. They make line changes, they make audibles, but they don't hot route. Great showing from our offense, horrible showing from our defense. Dude, when was the last time you saw the CPU run more plays? They ran 79 plays, we ran 49. Either way, we're right at that 128 mark. You're not taking into account coaching coordinator abilities when it comes to progression. In college football, I mean, I just ran 4-year sims, bro, and I just counted up everything. So I mean, the only ability, I mean, I would assume that abilities changed for the CPU in those 4 years. So the only team that didn't have abilities, well, I'm assuming the team that I controlled, I just turned it on auto. So those abilities were changing too, just me not controlling it. Yeah, the play calling needs to be revamped. It's just an AI thing. I think if EA can get away from making the higher difficulties more difficult by giving the CPU boosted XYZ and in favoring the dice rolls and stuff like that, and instead how they act on the field. So the defense, the linebacker, they make more strategic moves. You come out in something offensively, pre-snap, they are making adjustments. They are audibling. They don't know your play, but they have an intelligence there. Offensively, most teams come out in offense, and the play that was called the huddle isn't the play that's around the field. Exactly. There's always some sort of changes going on. Would like to see that chess match at the line of scrimmage, especially on the highest difficulties. Ball carrier logic, man, utilizing moves, finding holes. You just don't see a lot of the logic aspects in Madden. They need to revamp the AI. I mean, AI is so prevalent in our world today, it needs to play a huge part in these games. That's a great game for the sophomore, man. 80%, 17-21, 331, 5 tutties, 0. I did not know he threw 5 touchdowns. I'll tell you that right now. I had no idea I threw 5. We didn't get any pressure on this 77 overall, and he was 80%. And I like that he had a 7.9 yards per attempt. But if we would have got pressure on him, that definitely is going to go down lower. So take that into consideration. Like, yeah, he's only a 77 overall, but if he has all day to throw, he's going to get completions. We looked at these a little bit earlier, but their main back went 12 for 51 for 4.2. Their 68 overall backup had great split carries, by the way. Was only 12 for 14. Quarterback 8 for 9. This got nerfed because we finally did get a couple sacks. Yeah, there should be no RNG, but currently that's how they make the game challenging, is they utilize RNG. We ended up being 23 for 139 with 1 touchdown. We had a long of 44. Malachi Thomas was 3 for 23. Yeah. Receiving Mockabee, man, dude, he had 114 yards through. Dude, he's got to be player of the week. 139 yards on the ground and a touchdown, 114 in the air in a touchdown, with a 63 yards right after catch with a long of 57. Unbelievably awesome game from him. Finn Hogan tore us up. Ridley tore us up. And these guys aren't good wide receivers. Their tight end, their best wide receiver, catcher, 7 for 30. I mean, they threw the ball all over the field. So, I don't like all the cornerbacks there, but we had a lot of plays outside. You're right. I don't, bro. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any. I know you have to get pretty crazy with the sliders. That's why I'm on competitive mode on Madden, dude. It really cuts out a lot of the RNG. So they had no sacks on us. Excuse me, we ended up getting 2 sacks, both in the 4th quarter. Same guy got them. What's crazy is it's not even our impact player on defense. Our impact player on defense did not get a tackle. There he is right down here. He had 2 tackles, no sacks. He's an 84 overall. He did nothing. Sorry, I was checking something in the Discord. That was a fun game, y'all. That was a fun game, and because I said we're doing this series where it's all streaming now, we're going to go ahead and advance. Mockabee has to be player. He has to get player of the week, bro. I mean, yeah, pass rush might be a little bit weak, but I'd rather have only 2 sacks against the CPU instead of 10. And this is the life that we live with EA, with how they program it. They don't program a realistic pass rush, because realistically, quarterbacks should have to get rid of the ball most of the time around 3 seconds, right? 3 to 4 seconds. Variables. There are some exceptions where you have a 2.5 second window, some where you have 6 seconds, right? Where you just have all day. For the most part, that throw time is 3 to 4 seconds. If you had that much time to throw before getting sacked in either college football or Madden, the CPU is taking sacks 9 times out of 10. They don't have an understanding. The number one, they can't program pass rush to be legit. It's all insta sheds, but it should be more push, collapse the pocket, sometimes insta sheds, right? Either way, the quarterbacks aren't smart enough or don't have the logic, despite the improvements they made, to handle that type of a pass rush. Which is why if you have any slider set that has a strong pass rush, you get tons of sacks. That's why. So we're going to do some recruiting here. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on. This is what I'm currently looking. I'm going to go through, guys, get you guys a little inside look. So I have Jaden Hardy. I like big quarterbacks. 6'5". Unfortunately, he's got the X on the diamond. But Malachi candidate, 6'4", dual threat. As far as the scouting goes, I know Bethlehem said throw power. He's got 89 throw power. Hardy only had 81, so 89 throw power is pretty solid. What's my transfer portal? I'll show you that in a second here, because I did tweak it based on that link that I sent from Operation Sports. I'll just go to this real quick. We'll go to that first. I'll show you guys what I'm running. Oh, there we go. Nope, I forgot to change it. Oops. So what I was going to do, I did it in the other one, and I didn't do it in this one. Was I going to do that, or was I going to do... Hold on, let me think. I'm trying to remember. I like the 15. The 15, I'm sticking with it, just because he didn't account for players dropping down to the division. So he had, when he put it at 5, you had about 600 players. But you're not accounting for all the players that go down. So I was going to keep the 15. And then what I was going to do is I was actually going to have... Was I do that? So I'm doing 15, 25, 15. I was going to have the user be higher. I think I was going to do this. 15, 35, 25. Just have the user be a little bit higher, just to help make it still be challenging, right? So I think this, I mean, this is where I'm gonna roll. You take busts all the time? Well, he's not necessarily a bust. He's just not gonna have the extra. He's not gonna progress as fast, right? He's still a 3-star. Anyway, we have 140 hours. So far, we're sitting pretty good with Malachi. As far as we're well ahead of Michigan State. I mean, I haven't been doing too much recruiting here on Jaden. I probably will DM him just a little bit, just because we are getting pretty close to just to maybe, you know, getting locked in, and having him in there is not going to be a bad. Yeah, it's skill caps. Yeah, not a bad thing. I will say one 4-star player pop up on my because you guys know I only use the recommended for my prospect list. I don't go seek people out. So Rico Asante is the only 4-star, I believe, or maybe I have one other, but there's very few that were interested in Purdue. And I was like, we need to go get it back. I got some seniors. So I've been literally going all in. I've been sending the house the whole time. And we're a little or barely over Kentucky. He's got 84 change of direction, 92 speed, 74 carrying, 70 break tackle. Oh, okay, yeah, Flacco. Yeah, it'll be all right then. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I didn't want to go 5 based on the numbers. I was just like, just tweak it just a little bit. I think it'll be okay. So I'm really hoping I can get Rico. I mean, if you guys have any other recommendations for recruiting outside of Send the House, I'm all for it. I really want to lock him up, but I'm losing ground on Kentucky and Louisville. So if you guys have any suggestions outside of Send the House, please let me know. I also got Burkhead in there. Again, I like my bigger backs. And I was trying to go after players who were about conference prestige, right? Not, you know, title contender, because we're not that. So playing time, conference prestige were the factors I was going to go after, because that's not going to change. Those deal breakers aren't going to change for me while recruiting. Now they can change for obviously they can change for the player as the player gets better, but I'm hoping that my chance of, you know, competing for championship improves when I get those players. So yeah, we got Jared. We are currently second. He looks like he's going all in on Rutgers, which is why I'm only throwing a little bit at him, because I don't think I'm catching him. And you look at the pipeline tier 2. So I'm really hoping for that 4-star. Wide receiver, I need a little help over here. We're sitting pretty nice. We're battling Kentucky for Ben Kane, just like we are Asante. As far as speed goes, 88 speed. Again, I'm not going to get a ton of speed guys in the 3-star range. You know, I'm not going to get a lot of those 90 speed guys. 84 speed, 82 speed. Yeah, slower guys, for sure. But this was kind of all that was like there. Tight end. It was tough, man. It's been tough. It's about recruiting the family. Yeah, we did get an instant commit from Earl Mallory. I didn't even get to scout him. The minute I offered him a scholarship, it was an instant commit. So that was pretty cool, although I have no idea what I'm getting. We do got Cordell Simmons, who got the green diamond. 3-star. Got some decent stats here. And we are closing in on over Toledo. And I am going to just add a little bit there. We're currently sitting good with Gerald Dukes. Not anything crazy, but we're gonna swap that around. DM the player. Again, we got some 3-stars here. They got some mental abilities. Got a nice little lead there, so I'm just gonna leave that where it's at. I mean, offensive line to me is extremely important. So that's where I'm just like, I put in a lot of, you know, you can see the tackles and the guards just looking. So Jameson, probably not. He's, you know, UConn's got a pretty good lead on him. But we're sitting good with Milner. He's got some good, the low awareness, but he's got the abilities. That's the thing. So we need to send the house for the gem right tackle. Okay, hold on. We'll do that. Who are we on here? So Samia, probably not going to get him. Northwestern's got a nice little lead on him. And then Ojenaka? Ayosefa Ojenaka, if I said that. I have no idea. We're just DMing, but we got a little bit of lead over there, but Milner's the one. He's got some good abilities. He needs to develop awareness, which sucks because he's a JUCO transfer. So you'd like that awareness to already be there. But we do have a little bit of a lead there. Center, I got the gem here. Awareness, again, not as high as you'd like it to be, but he's the 24 ranked center in the country. Does it show his? No, it doesn't show his agility. I got a slight lead here. I gotta go there. Got a pretty solid lead here on Avant. He's got some abilities there too. Oh, so a 3-star bust is a 2-star. Okay, thank you for I did not know. I knew it was cap breakers and stuff. I didn't know like that to the full extent. So I appreciate that information. So yeah, definitely dive in on the gems. Okay. So we got a nice little lead here on Jeremy Avant, so I'm just going to let that sit. See what we got on the defensive side. I'm looking for pass rush help, right? I don't have any gems here. I did get... He's almost committed over Michigan. He's technically a 2-star. I'm not going to give him anything more than the 5. We're sitting really nice over LSU, but that's because they haven't offered him yet. So that's one where I'd like to, try to lock him up before they offer him. We're sitting nice over Duke again, but none of these guys have gotten offers from anybody else. So that's where, I'm trying to lock these guys up before that. And here I'm sitting 3rd on Josh Coates. He's the one that I really wanted. Obviously, so does Western Michigan and Northwestern. He's got 78 strength, 77 finesse moves. He's the 44 ranked edge rusher. So I'm not going to change any of my scouting there, I don't think, just yet. Defensive tackle, we're competing with Duke for a couple guys. Duke hasn't thrown out the scholarships yet. 85 strength, though. That's pretty good. He's got workhorse, hammer, Joker, soldier. Which one are you talking about real quick? Just because I know you got about a 20-second delay on me. Could you tell me what player you're talking about as far as the physicals? Oops. See, Darren Jamies has... Wow, look at the difference between the two. So Barr has 2 abilities, right? But look at the physicals on Jamies. Doesn't have the abilities, but he has 87 strength and 80 acceleration. I want both of them. I run 4-down linemen. I want them both, man. Hold on. You said Coates? Yeah, he's the one that I want, but I'm way behind. 78 speed, 78 strength, 77 finesse moves, no abilities though. And he's got offers from... I'm so far behind on those guys. We'll up it there. Because I can't... If I send the house, I have 20 points left. I might go back and change it, but for now I'm gonna go friends and family. in case I need to, you know, up what I have on any of these other positions. So he's got some good mentals here. Decent. I mean, actually, it's kind of slow speed for a linebacker, if we're being honest. But we're over Duke. Here we're over Northwestern. 82 speed, that's much better. 82 speed, 85 acceleration. This is, I mean, he's looking much better. Alright, Mike, this is big. What are we thinking here? He's looking at Rutgers. 80 speed, 84 acceleration, 76 strength, 79 pursuit, 78 tackle. This is a great middle linebacker for me. What are we thinking here? I don't know if I have... I don't know enough about him to do this sway. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about him other than conference prestige. What would you guys suggest? Or can I do this? Shoot. I don't know. I need playing time in conference prestige. Is there not one that has playing time and conference prestige? There it is. Nope. There's not one with playing time and... I don't know which one I should do. I don't know if it makes... Are these any different? No, they're the exact same. That was a medium success rate. I don't think I'm gonna go here. What is this deal breaker? Is conference prestige. Got a nice little lead here. 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 77 strength. This is an 80 tackle. This is a great... He's an athlete. I need to get a little bit more at him. We're left with 10 points. Unless I go take something from someone else. We're sitting first in all these here. 88 speed, 65 awareness is pretty solid for a corner. 91 acceleration. I mean, that's good stats right there for, I think, a 3-star. Am I wrong? 70 catching, 76 press. The coverages aren't the greatest. But we got a nice lead over Fresno State. We got a big lead over Toledo here. 88 speed, 91 acceleration. He's going to be a kick returner. Pretty solid. Here we go. 70 awareness, 87 speed, 88 acceleration. Good man coverage, poor zone coverage. I don't need any points there. We're sitting fine. All right, Jordan. Poor awareness. 84 speed. I mean, it's for a safety. Zone coverage is decent, though. Physicals aren't the greatest. We've got a nice little lead there. And we got the tier 4. So all I have there is social media. I think we're okay. This one I could throw some points at, right? UAB's hot on our ass. Before I go add anything to him, let's take a look at strong safeties. '17th ranked strong safety. He's got some good mentals, or at least he's got a little bit. We got a little bit of a lead over Rutgers, who has already given him his offer. We leapfrogged them, which is nice. That's probably because I'm giving them friends and family. Jennings were over UNLV. Just find all the play, but we're gonna run a lot of cover 3 match, man. Because Bethlehem kind of helped out with that. So I mean, we want man and zone, but I prefer zone. If I'm only gonna bring 4, my front 4, I need to be playing zone a lot. If you blitz, bring 5, then you want, typically man could help out for those underneath stuff. All right, poor speed, my goodness. 82, 82, 74 change of direction. I don't know, we're sitting nice here. I think I'm gonna save my 10 points. We can go somewhere else. I'm trying to think of where I'd want to go with it though. So we're gonna change this just to 5 because he's a 2-star. We're sitting really good there. I can't really do much else here. I didn't get a lot of diamond recruiting either. That kind of sucked. I should probably replace him. I don't really want Sermon. I think I should go here. Let's get another 5 on Kane stats for me. Just incredible zone players, right? We're not getting any help at tight end. We got him. Went sent the house here. So we've already got 2 tackle. I mean, well, we got 1 tackle committed. I really only want 2. I could probably free up a little bit of points right there. Where should I go? This dude's got some good stats compared to the rest of them. I need to go here. Little 5 extra. This dude's got abilities, but... Man, I better... Let's just do that, yeah? We got Marshall coming up. So I will say, just playing that game, I mean, my secondary back never came in from wear and tear, and I'm trying to be very, very, you know, like, just look at it. I don't want to touch the hit stick or the cut stick. I'm going to leave those at 75. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring normal tackle up to 25. I don't think block, just getting block should really do wear and tear. I really don't. I'm going to leave that at 0. Or what we could do is we could just... So we would have 3 at 25, 3 at 50, 2 at 75, because there's 8 different ones. I'll probably do that to see how it goes, just because there was no wear and tear at all last game. There wasn't enough hit sticks, cut sticks, or any of those other things that occurred to generate wear and tear for my guy, to anybody need to be subbed out a little bit. So that means I just had it a little too low, which is fine. I'll play the balancing act. I'd rather have it be too low and work my way up than start it off where it's high, to the point where even if you work your way back down, your guys are just done for the season. But alright guys, I was thinking about running 2 games, but we got caught up in the recruiting and I am freaking hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna set in the main menu, Smokey. I just don't need to do that on stream. I just set it here and then I'll just do it when I get off stream. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out with me. I might be back with another stream later today. I don't know if it'll be college football. I might go over and do Madden, right? I do want to get going on that franchise over there as well, but definitely going to try to stream more and get through this. Yeah, no, Bethlehem, you're 100% right. I was just looking at my running back had 23 carries, just carries, and then he had, what, 6 targets? And not one time in week 1 was it like, not even one bar of his wear and tear, where it's like I could leave him in there, or maybe I'll just rotate him out. So I'm just going to play 1 game, and all we really are doing is just bumping up normal tackle to 25 impact, blocking 25, and then impact block up to 50. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I'll do it for 1 game. All I want is, if I give a guy 20 carries, at some point there should be a time where it's like, hey, he needs to just sub out and get a breather. Obviously, I don't want it necessarily be every 3 or 4 plays, because we know what's going to happen long term there. So I'll play around with it a little bit. I just want to, and looking at my, before we get off here, let's just take a look. This is another thing I should probably check. Is it under depth chart? Alright, so he didn't take a sack, so he's good there. Let's take a look at our halfback. So Maccabee for the season, I mean, the bar hardly moved. I don't know why his career's already yellow, Maybe because he's a senior, I guess. I don't know. My original wear and tear was good after the update. You mean that I have a video for? That video is good after the update? Are you for real? Flacco, how many games have you played with the original? Like, again, I want to be clear here. The one I have a video for. Which is one of my original. So I guess you are clear when you said that. How many games? Because we got really, really, really good in-game rotations with that. It was the long-term stuff that was just awful. And here I'm just looking at a guy who just had damn near 30 touches in game. 29 touches. And there's like no, you know. Which that part doesn't bother me as much as more just the in-game stuff, you know? Just waiting for Flacco's response here. You did 3 seasons with it since they dropped the patch, updating it? Were you still getting rotations in game, Flacco? They don't run out of. Okay, so you're getting the good in-game rotations from before without the fall off that happened in like week 5, correct, Flacco? Sorry, I feel like I'm asking redundant questions, but I'm just like, I'm excited, but I also want to make sure I'm clear, like, and fully understand it before I get a little, you know, carried away. Joker Soldier, I'm gonna have to get with you when you have a chance to look over, maybe watch a stream of my Madden 26 with the sliders. Can you double check a couple things for me? Number 1, profile delete. And when I say profile delete, a lot of people tell me they did it, but I want to just be clear, you did the right way, which means that after you did the profile delete, you closed the app right away, you restarted it, and you were met with terms and conditions. That's how you know you did a profile delete correctly. Number 2 is, previously on the sliders, we had all the main menu sliders at 0. In order to maintain that, you had to create a save file for the player and the CPU. Since we're no longer doing that, you need to delete those save files and make sure the main menu is always at 50. Verify that, because I say that because that happened to me where it reverted to 0 because I forgot to delete those files. Third, make sure you got the XP sliders correct. Make sure that a lot of people are saying that the game will randomly switch from sim style to competitive. Also, are you doing pre-snap ID the mic, line shifts, those things help. Right, Joker, but the reason I just verify this is because you would be surprised, maybe you wouldn't be, I don't know. You'd be surprised some people have something wrong. And like when they're like, hey, I'm having these issues, and then I reiterate to them, XYZ about the process, they're like, oh snap, I had this wrong. And then they go and they make that change. And then like, hey, no worries, everything's good. So I always just reiterate that because, you know, those different key things, because a lot of times people might do the profile delete, but they didn't restart the game and get the terms and conditions, and it really wasn't a true profile delete. Or they didn't delete the user and CPU gameplay sliders in the main menu file. So initially they set it all to 0 and then they go play. And then as soon as they close the game down and fire it up again, the 50 load in automatically. Yeah, well, the other thing too, Joker, is you know, when I post some gameplay, see if what my blocking is similar to you. Flacco, I mean, it doesn't seem like a good way to do rotations. I mean, the players sub, or when well, the thing is I don't want to. So it is. I think it is a good way to do rotations if you have it set to where they're subbing out before they get hurt, right? So like for example, if I have, we'll go over here. So if I have, where are we at here? Boom. Okay. So if I have quarterback to sub out 10, the idea is that they never get to 10. Right? Because I don't want my quarterback to sub out. Now, halfback, look. If I have them set the sub out at 78 and come back in at 85, 78 isn't too crazy, right? And in Flacco, you're 100% right. So what I'm looking for is where, like, if I see a player has 1 bar, then I can do that rotation, right? Manual. I don't need to let the game do it for me. My thing is that game I just played, there was never a player that had a bar. I don't need the game to sub players out for me necessarily with wear and tear. I mean, I have the running back here set to 78, 85, and the reason I'm this low is just because I'm unsure if in the fourth quarter, if a player will be higher than 85 on their wear and tear for in-game. I don't know. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't run into a disappearing player. But the idea, like for even wide receiver, is that a wide receiver never gets down to the 45 where they have to come out because they're hurt. Is just more, I want to see them, get, you know, if they get tackled a couple times, like they go down just 1 bar, still in the green, but then I can sub them out a little bit and give them a breather. That's all I'm looking for. Because if I'm looking at the quick sub menu and they're all green, I'm not going to sub a guy out. Or if they're all full, excuse me, I'm not going to sub a guy out. I don't think so. I run well, auto align, yeah, I put it on base protection every time. Base protection every time, just like I did in this game. That's interesting, Flacco. Yeah, you generally sub the wear and tear out, or that's what I'm looking for too. But like in this game I just played, no player got any. You know. But all right, guys, we are gonna wrap up the stream. I'm gonna grab some food. Might be back later, and I don't know if it'll be college football again or if it'll be Madden. But hopefully, when I do come back, I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, stay tuned to the next one, y'all. Peace.